it's not only me, it's not only a certain group of people, yung mga teachers, but lahat sa komunidad. Most of the Filipinos I know takot na lumabas at saka mag-assert sa sarili nilang rights kasi wala nga silang mga dokumento.
Sumali ako sa migrante dahil gusto kong ma-meet lahat ng mga Pilipino, lalo na mga kabataan.
Migrante, and I was so inspired by the people, like the one who always encouraged us to get out, to speak out, and it was really a good feeling that someone cares for you, like other kababayan, because sometimes you feel alone by doing all of those struggles.
Sumali ako sa migrante dahil gusto ko malaman sa ating mga kababayan, siyempre, katulad ng samahan ng migrante, Gabriela at saka mga FMC. Kasi bago lang kami dito, hindi namin alam ang batas dito sa Amerika. So, siyempre, magtatanong kami kung makakahingi kami ng advice, anong dapat gawin namin.
So, I joined GAB because it was so hard for me to find progressive Filipinos and Filipinas who expressed the same feelings that I did about the world, politics, about our community, about our culture. And I wanted to learn more, but there was no one that could help me do that. And so fortunately, Gabriela found me, and in that, I have never felt so connected to a group of women where it's so passionate, so strong.
Gusto ko rin maragdagan yung kaalaman ko, tapos yung acting, pakikisama, makibaka. Masaya ako kasama yung migrante. Halimbawa, kung may mga problema kami, sila yung pupuntahan namin. Kasi kung grupong, maganda yung tulungan kasi.
At saka maganda yung may samahan ng migrante kasi kung anong problema, mas maganda kung mayroon isang organisasyon na tumutulong sa iyo. Kasi mahirap manirahan sa hindi mo sariling bayan.
So the reason why I joined Gabriela is because it's so pervasive in society that when you think about the Filipino woman, you picture someone who's submissive, someone who's domesticated, someone who has no voice. But in reality, when I thought of the strongest people that I know, it's Filipino women. It's the Filipino women who make the journey across the ocean to be separated from their families, who take the low-wage paying jobs, who struggle for housing to provide for their families. It's the women who, despite everything, they still are at the forefront of the movement. And they're struggling for all of us, not just for themselves and their families. And I realized, as being part of the movement, that there is no movement without the Filipino woman, because we are the ones who are raising the families. We are the ones who are building up our communities. And Gabriela is a space where you can be with other women and struggle with other women and laugh with other women and be joyful with other women and resist. And that's why I'm in part of Gabriela.
You know, as a Filipino American who grew up in the United States, it was really tough to find a connection to the homeland. I would get secondhand accounts from my family, from my cousins, from my friends who would live there, but I still lacked that connection to my culture, who I was. I think it was really through joining Gabriela that I realized that being Filipina is really carrying on the legacy of fighting, as Filipinos have done throughout their history, fighting for the changes they want to see in their country. Today, we hear about poverty, we hear about corruption, we hear about landlessness, coming together as a mass movement with women, with workers, with youth and students. That's the way we can change the problems we see in society and create a new one where everyone benefits.